to help reach your college goals. It'll guide you through finding your true cost of college, comparing schools, discovering scholarships, financial awards, and lots more. So open your browsers, go online to InvistaCollegeRoadmap.com. It's easy and it's free.
Visit InvistaCollegeRoadmap.com to find out more.
Insured by NCUA.
Stay connected with the news you need from 580 WIBW Topeka, WIBWNewsNow.com, and FM News 104.9.
Welcome back to Viking Gymnasium. Brendan Dworzinski with you on site in North Topeka. Chris Huff is our producer-engineer back at the 580 studios on Huntoon Hill. It's our Invista Credit Union 580 Preps Game of the Week. The 9-2 Topeka West Chargers coming to Noto tonight to take on the 5-6 Seaman Vikings. Topeka West has already won the first match between these two teams this year, back on December 8th, 91-64. Now let's get you the starting lineups for our two teams tonight. We will start with Topeka West, the visitors, led by senior point guard Marky Wilkerson, averaging just under 17 points per contest on the season. Elijah Brooks in the starting lineup, the junior power forward, averaging 13.5 points, nearly 7 boards a game, along with Sincere Austin, the sophomore point guard, has played a big role recently, 20-plus minutes in 3 straight games. Trey Alexander, the leading scorer for Topeka West at 20 points contest. He's in the starting lineup, as is junior sharpshooter Xander Putoff, averaging 9 points per contest, shooting 40% from the floor. On the other side for the home team, the Seaman Vikings, led by head coach Craig Cox. Their starting lineup tonight includes junior Mateo Hyman, averaging 10.5 points per game on the season, along with junior point guard Ty Henry. Also in the starting lineup tonight includes sophomore big man Aaron Davis, as well as senior forward Micah Kobachevsky and junior guard Kason Stahlbomber. One note we should include, as we mentioned earlier in the pregame show, and back on Tuesday night, standout sophomore Caden Bonner, the reigning city newcomer of the year, was injured against Hayden. He has a walking boot on tonight and will not be playing. Just about to get underway. No tip-off due to COVID-19 precautions, so Topeka West will start with the ball. Moving from right to left across your radio dial. Xander Putoff to inbound, throws it in to Marky Wilkerson, and we are underway at Viking Gymnasium. Topeka West controlling the ball first here. Wearing their road purple uniforms, they quickly work the ball inside on a quick bucket underneath. Elijah Brooks, back in the starting lineup, only had 3 points in 7 minutes in the game earlier this week, and yet he comes out firing right away, and he's got the first 2 points of the contest, 20 seconds in. Now Seaman moving from left to right will set things up in the hands of Ty Henry with a right-hand dribble. Tries passing to Micah Kobachevsky on a cut. It gets stolen, and West is going the other way. Brooks up ahead, has the ball poked away by Davis. And it is going to stay with Topeka West after a really nice hustle play by the sophomore post, Davis. Averaging 5 points per game on the season, along with 4.5 boards. He has been a welcomed addition to this starting rotation. Topeka West quickly works the ball into the right corner. Three-pointer is up and no good. Spinning out for Sincere Austin. And Seaman takes away the rebound, moving into the front court. 7:18 to go in the first. Vikings trailing 2-0. Drive inside, Mateo Hyman along the left baseline. He gets bumped and blocked. That's a foul on what looks to be Marky Wilkerson. So Seaman will keep it after the first violation on West. And indeed, it is on Wilkerson. That's his first foul committed in this game, period. So Micah Kobachevsky will inbound, stanchion to his left, throws it deep to Mateo Hyman. Left-hand dribble drive inside, stops, puts up a nice little teardrop in the lane and gets it to fall. Mateo Hyman with his first 2 points of the contest. Topeka West hurrying into the front court now. Trey Alexander has it right wing. Now to Xander Putoff just to the left of the top of the circle. Too short with a three-pointer. Offense rebound by West. Putback is blocked. But again, West maintains possession after the Brooks rebound. Now to Alexander for 3. This one too strong. Weak side rebound fought for. Taken away again by Topeka West. Chargers looking to set up the offense here. 6:45 to go in the opening stanza. Xander Putoff gets another look just to the right of the right wing, and he buries the three-pointer. Putoff on the season averaging 38% shooting the ball from beyond the arc, and he's got a big three-pointer right there. Topeka West with a 5-2 lead, 1.5 gone in the first. Kason Stahlbomber with the lefty dribble from the right corner, takes it back near the top, and will pass it back in the same direction to Mateo Hyman. Hyman to Ty Henry. Henry thinks about a 3, thinks about a jab. He'll drive and kick instead, finds Stahlbomber. Stahlbomber to the left elbow, and he'll back things up. Mateo Hyman getting plenty of space outside the arc. He's just 1 of 20 on threes this season. Passes underneath to Micah Kobachevsky, who gets fouled as he goes to the basket. What a tremendous play by the senior forward, Kobachevsky. His first 2 points, making it 5-4 after the violation with a chance at an and one, and significant with that foul. It was called on Marky Wilkerson. Free throw by Kobachevsky is up and good. He's now got 3 points in the contest to tie this one up at 5 apiece, and Wilkerson will head to the bench. In his place is sophomore Xavier Alexander, the brother of Trey Alexander, who is also on the court right now. Sincere Austin will take it into the front court. Right hand to left hand, bouncing it all around between the rings. Finds a put-off, and out to Elijah Brooks. Put-off has it at the top. Well off the arc. Topeka West not penetrating right now with just under 6 minutes left in the first. Elijah Brooks from the left baseline tries driving inside, and he commits to travel. Quick turnover in the offensive end of the court for Topeka West. So the Vikes will take over, inbounded from the near sideline. Tossed into Mateo Hyman, who will run the point to start this possession. Game tied at 5. Mateo Hyman, dribble drive inside, stops as he gets cut off in the lane, patches it back to Ty Henry, and Ty Henry with a little soft fadeaway from the middle of the paint. 7-5, Seaman with the lead. Topeka West hurrying down the court the other way. Putoff has it. 2.5 minutes off the clock in the quarter. Xavier Alexander to Putoff. Now to Austin. Drives inside. Left baseline. Switches from the left to the right. Misses the layup, but the putback is up and good. Excellent play by Austin. His first 2 points, and we're all tied up again. 7 apiece. 5:14 on the clock. Hyman into the left corner, and Aaron Davis. Stutter step. Runs toward the top of the key and gives it to Kopachevsky, who's already got 3 points here in the opening period. The stall bomber in the left corner. Tries dribbling, but he gets cut off by Austin. Now he dribbles the ball all the way around the arc and will throw it right back in the direction from whence he came in Kopachevsky. Kopachevsky bounces it off his foot, taken away by Xavier Alexander. Trey Alexander in transition. Boogie whips one down with the right hand. Topeka West back on top. It's Trey Alexander with the flush. 4:40 to go in the first. 9-7 lead West. Mateo Hyman, quick drive, quick answer for Seaman. Hyman's got 4 points in the opening period. We're all tied up at 9 apiece. 4.5 to go in the first. Austin to the top, Xavier Alexander. Dribbles the ball back by the volleyball line to his right, and will throw it to his brother Trey at the top of the key. Launches it to Brooks. Now a wide open three from the right wing. High arcing shot by Xavier Alexander, and he buries it. 5 different Chargers have scored so far. 12-9, West with the lead. Just over half the quarter to go. Pass underneath, Ty Henry on the baseline. Loses the ball, and it's last touched by Henry along the baseline, and that's a turnover for Seaman. Vikings get a little sped up there. Topeka West has won 3 contests in a row. Their last win earlier this week, taking down Junction City 56-54. Junction City taking on Topeka High tonight. Elijah Brooks has it left wing. Will dump it into the corner for Xavier Alexander. Now to Brooks. Put off at the top. He wants to take the 3. Quick trigger, and he buries one from the top of the circle. Xander put off with a pair of 3s here in the first quarter. 15-9, West with the lead. Hyman into the front court for Seaman. Looking to pass. Eventually finds Stallbomber, who's guarded tightly by Austin. Crossover dribble trying to create space. Will dump it to Henry, who will take the long 2, and he swishes it through. Henry's now got 4 points. 15-11. Back and forth these teams go. High-scoring affair so far at Viking Gymnasium. And a chance for 3 more for West. 3 is missed by Austin. Offensive rebound by Xavier Alexander. Last touched as he loses the ball out of bounds by a Seaman player. It was Aaron Davis who last poked the ball. So West will be able to maintain possession. 3:18 to go with a 4-point lead. 3:18 to go in the first quarter, should specify. Trey Alexander has it left block, swings it back out to Austin, now right corner. Xander Putoff feeling himself, and with good reason, another 3-pointer for Putoff. 18-11. He averages 9 points a game on the season. He's got 9 in the first quarter. Once again, Mateo Hyman to answer, and he does with a chance at an old-fashioned 3-point play. Mateo Hyman just sprinting into the forecourt, going to the basket with the right hand, finishing and drawing the contact as well. That is on Xavier Alexander, the foul. That's the 3rd on Topeka West. None on Seaman so far. As the free throw is up, rattles off the rim, no good. And Trey Alexander jumping in for the rebound, isn't able to corral it. He touches it out of bounds. Lucky break for Seaman that time. Trailing by 5, West with an 18-13 advantage. 2:59 left in the opening period. Kopachevsky launches it back to Aaron Davis. Back to Kopachevsky, left corner. Pass was tipped out of his control, and it will stay with the Vikes on the right-hand side of the court. First substitution coming in for Seaman. It's Brody Gormley who will check in. Aaron Davis will get a breather. Junior in for sophomore. Gormley on the season, averaging just over 2 points a contest. Kopachevsky looking to pass it in. Overhead, launches the pass back to Mateo Hyman near midcourt, and the pass is stolen away by Elijah Brooks. Brooks crossed over to the basket. He's able to finish. The light touch by Brooks. 20-13 off the live ball turnover. West extends the lead to 7. 2:40 left in the first quarter. Kobachevsky has it right wing, dumps it off inside, looking for Gormley. This one's picked off by Trey Alexander. Athletic move to get the ball, and he's launching it up ahead quickly to Brooks. Brooks dribbles it into the left corner, gets an open look for three. Spinning shot off the rim, no good, but the long rebound hauled in by West. Topeka West will keep it. Put off for three again, this one off the heel of the iron, and rebounded on the strong side by Seaman and Kason Stahlbaumer. Hyman will bring the point up, crossing the divider from left to right. He wants to dribble drive inside again. Scoop shot off the window, and good! Mateo Hyman, what a game for him, driving to the basket. Down by 5 now. Topeka West up 5 with the advantage. Trey Alexander trying to go coast to coast with the dribble off the basket, and he's fouled going to the hole. First foul on Seaman will send Trey Alexander to the line. It's on Brody Gormley. Alexander to the stripe, has 2 points already tonight. Averages 20 a contest for the year. Takes a couple dribbles, puts up the free throw, and this one swishes through. Alexander has slumped a little bit at the free throw line recently, but is true with his first attempt of the night. West now up by 6, 21-15, 2:03 to go in the first. Alexander puts up the second free throw. This one is true as well. So Trey Alexander goes 2 for 2 at the stripe. 22-15, a 7-point advantage for Topeka West. Here comes Seaman into the front court. Mateo Hyman looks back to the sideline, and head coach Craig Cox for a play. Gives the ball to Ty Henry. Henry now back to Hyman from right to left between the rings. Hyman takes it back toward the middle, and we'll find Henry again. 2-man game on the outside as Henry now plays traffic cop, looking for someone to dish to. Finds Dagan Brewer, who just checked into the game. Now back to Henry. Henry trying to go somewhere with the ball. He'll dribble, but he'll dribble it all the way back past the volleyball line before going back to Brewer. 90 seconds to go in the first. 7-point lead for Topeka West, but Seaman with the ball. Mateo Hyman controlling things now. Topeka West doing a great job in their zone defense, not allowing any sort of penetration inside, and we've got a timeout called by Seaman. It's a 30-second timeout called by head coach Craig Cox. We will keep it here. 1:22 to go in the opening quarter. A 7-point lead at 22-15 for Topeka West. Orbis Corporation in Osage City is hiring, and you can see a full list of positions at www.orbiscorporation.com. Join a team that makes a difference. An impressive offensive output by these two teams so far. 37 points in this first quarter. And if you're a college basketball fan, you may have noticed there were 37 points in a half last night between Kansas and TCU, if you want to use that as a reference point. So impressive bucket getting and shooting by these two teams in the early going, especially from the outside by Topeka West and Xander Putoff. 3 of 4 from beyond the arc to start off this contest. Both teams back on the floor. Dagan Brewer to inbound for Seaman, standing on the near right sideline, dumps it in to Mateo Hyman. Hyman starts things off with a left-hand dribble, angling toward the middle before dishing it back to his right and Henry. Ty Henry doesn't even dribble. Will shoot a pass back toward the top of the circle, back by the jump circle, in fact, and Dagan Brewer, as we approach 1 minute to go in the first. Still a 7-point advantage for West. Mateo Hyman thinks about a deep three, will feign and pull down instead pass to Henry. Henry now back to Hyman, wanted to swing left, didn't have an option, so he goes to Henry to the right. Ty Henry picks up his dribble off the top of the key. Down to 52 seconds in the quarter. Dagan Brewer had an open look with a quick trigger from the right corner, but decides not to take it instead, and will give to Henry. Seaman slowing things down to a snail's pace now. Brody Gormley, short corner right on the baseline, will stop, move back, finds Ty Henry in the middle. Now back to Gormley in the right corner. Gormley dribbling around, 35 seconds on the clock. Ty Henry thinks about a drive, will pass instead. Mateo Hyman fakes a three. Seaman being very deliberate with its offense right now. And now a drive inside by Dagan Brewer, shot tipped away and taken away by Topeka West. Chargers hurrying into the front court, 22 seconds showing on the clock. Xavier Alexander tries hooking a pass back across the middle, tipped and stolen. Seaman now the other way, trailing by 7, 15 seconds on the clock. Mateo Hyman with the dribble, peels off into the right corner. We're down to 10 seconds to play in the first. Henry has it at the top, down to 6, down to 5 seconds showing. Mateo Hyman has a look from 3. We'll dump it to Stahlbaumer. Right corner 3 at the horn. Too strong. The putback is up, and it's good. What a tremendous play to get 2 right before the horn. It's Dagan Brewer with those 2, and that will send us to the second quarter. Topeka West with a lead over Seaman, 22-17. You're listening to the Invista Credit Union 580 Preps Game of the Week on 580 WIBW.
Morris and Dickinson Counties land auction Tuesday morning, February 9th, 10 o'clock. Community Center, Hope, Kansas. FarmersNational.com. Fred Olson, agent. 620-285-9131. 450 acres selling 4 tracts. Tract 1, 145 acres, Western Morris County crop and hayland. Tract 2, 77 acres, Western Morris County pasture. Tract 3, 79 acres, Western Morris County cropland. Tract 4, 149 acres, Eastern Dickinson County cropland. Land auction February 9th, Hope, Kansas. FarmersNational.com. Fred Olson, agent. 620-285-9131.
I get asked about college a lot. Where will I go? What will I do? How much will it cost? I couldn't even figure out where to start. My aunt told me about InvistaCollegeRoadmap.com. I used the cost and compare calculator to see what in-state or out-of-state schools I could go to. My aunt keeps sending me to the scholarship page, and everything is in one place.
Switch to Prepared with Invista College Roadmap. Visit InvistaCollegeRoadmap.com to find out more.
Insured by NCUA.
Stay connected with the news you need from 580 WIBW Topeka, WIBWNewsNow.com, and FM News 104.9.
Welcome back to Viking Gymnasium, second quarter underway. Brendan Dworzinski with you on the Invista Credit Union 580 Preps Game of the Week. Seaman with the ball to start off the second, moving from left to right, trailing by 5 to Topeka West, 22-17. Ty Henry will control the ball for Seaman before dumping it off to Mateo Hyman, who leads the Vikings in scoring through one period with 8 points. Dribbles between the legs, between the rings at the top of the key before dumping it off for Ty Henry to Brewer, back to Henry into the left corner and Hyman. Hyman finds Gormley on the left block, tries backing in, has the ball poked away, stolen away by Topeka West. Here come the Chargers in transition. Sincere Austin able to finish off the glass and good. Austin now with 4 points so far, 24-17. Topeka West extends the lead back to 7. 7:11 to go in the first half. Hagen Brewer has some space near the top of the circle, but will dump it off for Gormley at the free throw line instead. Gormley kicks it back out. Now Brewer has more space. Close out quickly, though, by Elijah Brooks. And Seaman will have to reset things with the ball in the hands of Ty Henry. Henry to Brewer. Brewer looks underneath, finds Gormley. Gormley back to Henry, puts up a 3, too strong off the heel, and a great rebound skying for it by Trey Alexander. Alexander quickly into the front court now, moving right to left for Topeka West. Gives to Marky Wilkerson, who hoists a 3 and knocks it down from the right wing. Marky Wilkerson, his first 3 points of the contest. 27-17, Topeka West with the advantage. Hagen Brewer holding the ball for Seaman, which trails by 10. A minute and a half gone in the second quarter. Now Mateo Hyman spins around to catch the pass, flips it inside to Brody Gormley. I think it slipped out of his hands, and it's stolen away by West. Chargers into the front court. Wilkerson, drive, gets past the defender, misses the shot off the backboard. Seaman comes away with the rebound. Stallbomber gets it, passes it up ahead to Mateo Hyman. Hyman has the ball stripped away from him. Now Sincere Austin in transition from midcourt to the basket for 2, and a timeout called by Craig Cox. Great job that time by Austin, and we've got a 30-second timeout called on the floor, so play stops at 6:04 to go in the first half, and Topeka West up to its biggest lead of the game at 29-17 over the Seaman Vikings. Luther Place, professionally managed by Heritage Management Corporation. If you're looking for a senior living community for anyone 62 and older or mobility impaired, check out Luther Place at www.lutherplace.net. A sensational start to the second quarter by Topeka West. How about a 7-0 run to begin the period? Led by 4 points from Sincere Austin. Those last two coming in transition off a rip at the midcourt stripe. Marky Wilkerson also back in the game with 2 fouls, knocking down a 3-pointer for his first contribution points-wise today. 6:04 to go in the first half. Seaman out of the timeout, moving into the front court. Henry passes to Hyman. Hyman to Hagen Brewer on the right wing, and out to Ty Henry to set things up. Finds Brewer. Brewer getting swarmed every time he touches the ball. Pass underneath, and a good find. Ty Henry right there on the left block to finish. Henry's up to 6 points in the contest. That was passed down to him by Brady Stewie, who's into the game for the first time after that timeout. Drive inside by Marky Wilkerson, and Wilkerson's fouled as he drives toward the lane. 5:40 now showing after the foul on Kaysen Stallbomber. That's his first, the second on Seaman. So West to inbound from the baseline. Basket to the right, triggered in by Austin. Puts the ball at his chest, looking to throw it in. Eventually we'll find Elijah Brooks in the right corner. Brooks now to Trey Alexander, right wing. Pass underneath for Wilkerson. He nearly loses the ball, but is able to pick it up, scoops it back, and will reset the offense. Xavier Alexander gives to Trey Alexander, brother to brother. Now Trey on the drive, driving kick back to Wilkerson. Wilkerson Crossing the court laterally, gives to Austin. Austin now finds Trey Alexander. Open look from three, a little too far off to the left. No good. Rebound weak side by Seaman. Here come the Vikes trailing by 10, 29-19. 5:10 to go in the first half. Hyman over his head finds Dagan Brewer, who with a right-hand dribble will start on the wing, bring it to the top, and dump for Henry. Ty Henry finds Stewie, who goes to Stahlbaumer. Stahlbaumer with the left-handed dribble. Has not scored yet in this contest. Finds Hyman with a skip pass from right to left. He's got 8 points tonight. Hyman dribbling around, looking for someone to pass to or somewhere to drive to. He'll pass to Henry, still outside the arc. The zone defense for Topeka West has really cut off all driving lanes for guys like Hyman and Henry. 4:37 now left in the second quarter, and another timeout called by the Seaman sideline. Still a 10-point advantage for Topeka West, and it is a full timeout, so we'll take it with them. 4:37 to go in the first half. 29-19, West leads. You're listening to the Invista Credit Union 580 Preps Game of the Week on 580 WIBW.
Capital Federal has expanded its services to be business ready. We want to be a partner who is that is ready to help your business move forward. Capital Federal, Equal Housing Lender, member FDIC.
At Skinny Sports Bar, your food is fast, delicious, and friendly. Monday through Friday from 11 a.m. to 2 p.m., dine in at Skinny's for a cheeseburger and fries for just $5.49. Come on, you know it's better than the drive-thru. And every day of the week, there's a tasty and friendly special. How about Wednesdays? In the evening from 5 to 9, cheeseburger and fries are tops just 10 seconds. $5. Thursdays from 5 to midnight, Skinny's famous wings are just $1 each, and 12-ounce cans $2. Skinny Sports Bar at Huntoon and Gage in Topeka.
Back in North Topeka at Viking Gymnasium, Brendan Dworzynski with you on the Invista Credit Union 580 Preps Game of the Week. Seaman with the ball moving left to right, trailing Topeka West by 10, 29-19. As Dagan Brewer holds the basketball for Seaman before finding Brady Stewie at the top. Back to Brewer, back to Stewie. Two-man game passing around the perimeter. Now Brewer finds Ty Henry in the left corner. Doesn't have a look from three. Will back things up. Right-hand dribble, fades back toward the volleyball line near the Viking head logo here at Viking Gymnasium. Now Mateo Hyman has an open look from three from the left wing. Too strong, no good. Rebound by Marky Wilkerson for West. He takes it himself into the front court. Wants to go coast to coast. Switches to the right hand as he gets to the basket, but misses the layup. Seaman with the rebound after the quick one and done halfway through the second quarter. Hyman, who's now just 1 of 21 on threes this season, finds Ty Henry. He'll launch a three. This one's too short. Rebounded on the strong side by Trey Alexander. Behind the back dribble, stolen away at midcourt. Ty Henry's got it. 2-on-1 game. Henry finds Hyman for the bucket. Mateo Hyman into double figures. 29-21 as West now moves into the front court with the lead in by 8 points. Pass underneath to the right block. Marky Wilkerson fouled as he goes up, trying to use the window, and he gets bumped. And that foul is called on Ty Henry. That's his first, the third team foul against Seaman. And we'll send Marky Wilkerson to the stripe. Wilkerson with 3 points all in this quarter. Puts up the first free throw, and this one will slide over the front of the rim and in. Now make that 4 points for Marky Wilkerson, who's averaging 16.7 a contest this year. Has extended the lead back to 9 at 30-21, 3:33 to go until the halftime break. Wilkerson gets ready again, puts the shot up. This one a little bit higher arc, and it drops peacefully through the hole for another point. 5 points for Marky Wilkerson. 10-point lead once again for the Topeka West Chargers. Mateo Hyman will run the point, or at least will bring the ball into the front court. We'll dish it to Micah Kopachevsky, who's back into the game. Into the right corner for Brady Stewie. Left-hand dribble back near the middle of the court, and he'll give to Hyman. Hyman swings a pass to his left, and Micah Kopachevsky. Kopachevsky, right-hand dribble. Takes it back near the middle. Fakes a pass left. Will go to the right and Stewie. Stewie, ball over his head into the right corner, and Hyman being guarded tightly there by Justice Lowry, who's into the game for Topeka West. Kopachevsky, left wing, had 11 points in the game last night against Manhattan. Finds an open shot for Stewie in the left corner, but the shot is up and missed. Rebounded by Topeka West. Chargers quickly. Trey Alexander to Xavier Alexander. Off balance three, too strong. Hits the backside of the rim and rebounded long by Henry and Seaman. 2:49 to go in the first half. 10-point lead for Topeka West. Seaman trying to cut into it. Kopachevsky possessing the basketball, right wing, dumps it off underneath for Aaron Davis, who's also back into the game. And his pass is picked away. Didn't have a clean look to throw it down to the block and has it stolen. Now Topeka West hurrying. Trey Alexander with it. Drive and kick into the right corner. Xavier Alexander will take a long two. Misses everything, but an offensive rebound by Brooks. Throws to Alexander, cutting to the middle, through traffic, and he's fouled going to the cup. Trey Alexander doing everything he can on the floor right now. The foul is called on Aaron Davis. That's his first, the fourth on the Vikes now. So since the first three fouls by West, the next four in this game have all been committed by Seaman. First free throw is up, swirls around the rim and in for Trey Alexander. 5 points for him now tonight. Xavier Alexander will head out, Sincere Austin back in, as Alexander gets ready for another one. Alexander puts it up, high arcing shot, and this one a true stroke. So Trey Alexander make that 6 points, 12-point advantage for Topeka West, 33-21. Now down to 2:15 and counting in the second quarter. Ty Henry to Brady Stewie. Seaman trying to find some sort of offensive rhythm. This has been the big explosive quarter for the opposition that the Vikes were trying to avoid. And a big one that cost them in the fourth quarter last night against Manhattan. Stewie at the top, guarded by Xander Putoff. Red hot start for him on the offensive end. Now Ty Henry will control things. His driving lanes have been cut off. Gives to Mateo Hyman. He'll launch a three-pointer. This one off the side of the rim, no good. Still trying to get that second made three-pointer of the year. He's now 1 of 22. Xander Putoff to the front court. Dumps for Trey Alexander, and on a little crow hop into the paint, a travel is called against the Chargers. 1:44 to play in the second quarter. 104 seconds. Seaman now with the ball, moving left to right as you listen, trailing by 12. Ty Henry, who has been silenced at least somewhat here in this first half. He's got 6 points, about halfway to his average. Pass to the left wing. He's got an open look from three, but he misses this one strong, and a quick one and done. Rebound by Topeka West. Chargers hurrying from right to left now. Elijah Brooks with it. Brooks tries driving and gets fouled as he leans into the paint. I think that now 5 straight fouls called in this game on the Vikes, and this one is also on Aaron Davis. He's got 2 now, and Kason Stahlbaumer will head back into the game for Seaman, replacing Davis. So they give up a little bit of height with that switch. Well, just about an inch or two. Inbounded into the right corner for Xander Putoff, 3 of 4 from behind the arc. He'll pass to Elijah Brooks instead, though, and Brooks will drive left hand, switches to the right for the teardrop floater, and he knocks it down. Good play inside that time by Brooks. 6 points for him tonight. 35-21, approaching 1 minute to play until halftime. Seaman looking for some offensive answers. Pass to Henry, kick to the left corner. Micah Kobachevsky with a look from 3. Bullseye from the left corner. Micah Kobachevsky, 6 points for the senior forward tonight. 35-24, under 50 seconds to play in the first half. 11-point advantage for Topeka West. Trey Alexander with the drive. Stop, pop from the right elbow. Misses this one, and rebounded by Seaman. Vikings going the other way. Mateo Hyman controlling it after the rebound by Henry. Down to 40 seconds. Seaman ran off a lot of clock at the end of the first quarter. Interesting to note what they do here with the offense. Mateo Hyman has the ball after a lob pass into the right corner. 28 seconds now. Brady Stewie thought about a 3. Will dribble with the left hand inside the arc instead. Fade back, pass back, stolen away. Sincere Austin in transition doesn't have the numbers. Euro step to the basket and a foul with 2 shots coming. That is a smooth move by the sophomore guard. The foul is called on Mateo Hyman. That is 6 now against Seaman. The first personal on Mateo Hyman. And it sends Austin to the line. First free throw is up. Bounces around a couple parts on the inside of the rim and will fall through. Good shot that time by Austin, who's got 5 points just in this period. His team leads by 12. 19 seconds to go until the break. Austin gets ready, bends the knees just slightly, puts up the shot. This one goes begging, and we've got a foul on the rebound attempt. And it's on Topeka West. Julian Marins, who just subbed in, picks up his first personal. And that is the 4th on Topeka West, and that snaps a streak of 6 straight infractions that were called on Seaman, foul-wise. Down to 18 seconds after the quick movement of time there on the rebound. Seaman into the front court, down to 14, down to 13, and counting. Brady Stewie to Ty Henry. Henry on the left wing will back things up. We're now down to 8 seconds. Mateo Hyman controlling it. Down to 6. Henry inside, stops, mid-range 2 from the paint. No good. Rebound with 3 seconds. Elijah Brooks will heave it from half court, and he's going to miss everything, and halftime is upon us. 36-24, Topeka West with a 12-point advantage over the Seaman Vikings as we head to the break. When we come back after this timeout, we will get you the individual scores from the first half of tonight's game. We'll check out some other scores from around the area, get you keys for the second half as well. That's all coming up next. You're listening to the Invista Credit Union 580 Preps Game of the Week on 580 WIBW.
Jill, why don't you tell the class what you did this week?
Forward. Capital Federal. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Welcome back to Viking Gymnasium. Brendan Dworzynski with you in North Topeka for the Invista Credit Union 580 Preps Game of the Week. Topeka West at halftime in boys action with a 36-24 lead over the Seaman Vikings. Let's get you the top scorers from our first half of play. First for Topeka West, very even scoring across the board, led by 9 points, all of which came in the first quarter from Xander Putoff, who is 3 of 4 from 3-point range. Also in this first half, 7 points for Sincere Austin, who has played a ton in the last couple of games, averaging over 20 minutes a contest over the last 3, and he is making a big impact. 7 points so far in this one. 6 apiece for Trey Alexander and Elijah Brooks. 5 points for Marky Wilkerson, and another 3 for Xavier Alexander for Topeka West in the first half. Over on the Seaman side of the ledger, just 4 players in the scorebook so far in this one, led by the game-high 10 points for Mateo Hyman. He had 8 in the opening frame. He leads all scorers for Seaman and the entire game. 6 points each for Ty Henry as well as Micah Kobachevsky. Kobachevsky hitting a 3-pointer in the second quarter, and then 2 points for Dagan Brewer he made back in the first. Big scoring advantage for Topeka West in the second quarter of this one. They get out to a 14-7 advantage in the second quarter after a big offensive first with 22 points for Rick Bloomquist's Chargers. That brings us to our halftime deficit of 36 for Topeka West and 24 for the Seaman Vikings. Now let's take a look at our scoreboard. Don't forget, if you are out at a game tonight, let us know on Twitter. Use hashtag 580preps. Let us know the score of your game so we can keep our scoreboard up to date. And of course, at all times, you can check out our website, 580preps.com. Check out the score page for all the latest scores from around Northeast Kansas and Topeka. Some scores from around the area. Let's start in the Centennial League at the end of the first quarter at the Dungeon. Junction City with a 5-point lead over Topeka High. 22-15 in that one. Also, another game in action right now. Let me make sure we have the updated score of this one in boys action. Emporia losing to one of our city teams, Washburn Rural. 19-11 lead for Kevin Muff's Junior Blues in this one. Let's take a look around in girls action, some small school action. Jackson Heights with a 52-21 win in girls competition over Mar Hill tonight. Wamego with the win over Rock Creek this evening, 45-28. That one in girls action as well. We continue to parse the scoreboard, looking for every score we can get. We have got one more for you from the Capital City Classic Girls Basketball Tournament. Washburn Rural in girls action with a 63-24 win for Washburn Rural over Shawnee Heights in that one. Impressive win for Kevin Bordewick's Lady Blues tonight. Again, 580 Preps on Twitter, hashtag 580 Preps. Let us know the score of any game you are at tonight. We'll take another timeout when we come back. Keys to the second half on the Invista Credit Union 580 Preps Game of the Week on 580 WIBW.
I get asked about college a lot. Where will I go? What will I do? How much will it cost? I couldn't even figure out where to start. My aunt told me about InvistaCollegeRoadmap.com. I used the cost and compare calculator to see what in-state or out-of-state schools I could go to. My aunt keeps sending me to the scholarship page, and everything is in one place.
Switch to Prepared with Invista College Roadmap. Visit InvistaCollegeRoadmap.com to find out more.
Insured by NCUA.
Capital Federal has expanded its services to be business ready. We want to be a partner who is founded in experience and based on trust. Business ready with dedicated support, knowledge of your business, competitive and flexible terms, and a full suite of business services. CapFed has been here for over 125 years and will be here. Business ready when you're ready for that personal relation.
10 seconds.
Visit capfed.com/business ready for more information about how CapFed is ready to help your business move forward. Capital Federal, Equal Housing Lender, member FDIC.
Back at Viking Gymnasium in North Topeka, Brendan Dworzynski with you on the Invista Credit Union 580 Preps Game of the Week. Chris Huff is our producer-engineer back at the 580 studios on Huntoon Hill. Halftime here in Centennial League action. Topeka West with a 12-point lead over Seaman, 36-24. At the break. And let's get you some keys to the second half. We will start with the leading Topeka West Chargers, and that is to continue to take the open looks when you get them. It was Xander Putoff who was able to take advantage of that, especially in the first quarter, going 3 of 4 from beyond the arc. But as a team, Topeka West already has 5 made three-pointers in this contest. You've got the 3 for Putoff, another 1 back in the first quarter for Xavier Alexander, and Marky Wilkerson has one in this contest as well. If you're going to get the open looks, this is a Topeka West team that has plenty of players who can put the ball in the hoop. Got to take advantage of those open looks when you get them against an also athletic Seaman team. Now, as for the Vikings, we'll stick with some offensive keys here. For the Vikes, you have to figure out a way to get some open looks or at least challenge a little bit against the zone defense for Topeka West. They have not gotten many open looks, some great closeouts on the perimeter by the Chargers defense, and Seaman really not able to work the ball inside at all against the trapping zone for Topeka West. So Seaman got to find some looks. If there's even a little glimmer of light, a glimmer of an open look from the outside, probably about time to take it. Anything you can work down low, maybe get out in transition, try to run the floor a little bit more, might be advantageous for Seaman as the Vikes try to cut back into this deficit. It's a 12-point deficit at the break already once this season. Topeka West with a win over Seaman. That was on the opening night of the year for Topeka West, the second game of the season for Seaman. The Chargers came away from that one with a 91-64 win. Still a whole lot of ball game to go here in North Topeka before we find out what is going on in tonight's contest. We'll take one more break. We'll come back, get you the second half of action live from North Topeka on the Invista Credit Union 580 Preps Game of the Week on 580 WIBW.
At Skinny Sports Bar, your food is fat. Special. How about Wednesdays in the evening from 5 to 9? Cheeseburger and fries or tots, just $5. That's right, $5. Thursdays from 5 to midnight, Skinny's famous wings are just $1 each, and 12-ounce cans $2. Skinny Sports Bar at Huntoon and Gage in Topeka.
I'm more resourceful than I thought.
My suit can still make an impression.
My video games are still game changers.
And my lamp can bring others a bright future.
Because when I donate my stuff to Goodwill,
it helps fund job placement and training for people right in my community.
Now my stuff gets a second chance.
And will give someone in my community
a second chance too.
Goodwill. Donate stuff, create jobs. Find your nearest donation center at goodwill.org. That's goodwill.org. This message brought to you by Goodwill and the Ad Council.
Stay connected with the news you need from 580 WIBW Topeka, WIBWNewsNow.com, and FM News 104.9.
Welcome back to the Invista Credit Union 580 Preps Game of the Week on 580 WIBW and FM News 104.9. Brendan Dworzinski with you. Start of the third quarter. Topeka West will start with the ball up by 12 over Seaman, 36-24. Into the front court, Xander put off with the ball. Dumps it off to Marky Wilkerson on the left block. He'll drive the entire baseline before kicking it out to Sincere Austin. Back to Wilkerson. Now Trey Alexander. He'll pop a short two. Misses it short, and it's rebounded by Seaman. Vikings into the front court. Only had 24 points in the first half, just 7 in the second quarter. They try to extend their point scoring in this early first possession of the third quarter, and they're able to do so. Micah Kobaczewski burying a three-pointer. He's got 9 points today. 27 points now for Seaman, trailing by 9, 36-27. 40 seconds gone in the third. Left corner, three-point up by West this time, and it's Austin again. Sincere Austin now with 10 points on the night. 39-27, not even a minute gone in the third. Mateo Hyman, left-hand dribble, starts the drive, will switch to the right, now will drive, gets cut off and traveled as he tried to get to the lane. Turnover for the Vikes, still trailing by 12. Sincere Austin on the season. Season high was 7 points against Hayden at the TIT. Well, he's got 10 tonight, 1 minute into the third quarter. West by 12 in the hands of Trey Alexander. Throws it back to the top. Pass is tipped away by Ty Henry. He says he didn't actually touch it as the ball went into the back court. The referees disagree, though, as Elijah Brooks recovers it and gives back to Alexander. Left-hand drive to the baseline. Will stop, kick it back to Marky Wilkerson. Swings the ball around, will drive, dumps it off underneath. Elijah Brooks fighting for the basket. Got it. Puts it up high off the window and through. Elijah Brooks, 8 points tonight. 41-27. 14-point lead for Topeka West. Mateo Hyman looking, dumps Ty Henry. Thinks about the three, will pass to Aaron Davis instead. Davis, drive, dumps underneath. Ty Henry spins around, loses the ball, gets it back, puts it in. 2 hands, just kind of dumped it off into the basket, and it works out perfectly. 41-29, and a quick steal away by Seaman, and then West with its own steal. Frenetic pace back by midcourt. Now a baseball throw into the left corner. Three-pointer up by Austin, this time no good. Weak side rebound by Stahlbomber for the Vikes. 2 minutes gone in the third. 12-point advantage for Topeka West. Aaron Davis has the ball. Swings it over to Mateo Hyman. Now left corner, Ty Henry. Feigns the three. Drives inside of the short corner left. Has the ball poked away. It stays in bounds. Stolen away by Topeka West. Chargers trying to run. Trey Alexander gets to the basket. Fighting through the defense and is able to finish off the window. Trey Alexander, give him 8 points tonight. 43-29, back to a 14-point advantage. Seaman trying to set something up. Aaron Davis with a kind of a no-look pass to Kobaczewski. Left wing for three. Off the heel. No good. Rebounded by Alexander and a foul on the rebound. First foul of the second half. It's called on Kaysen Stahlbomber. That's his second personal today. 5:23 to go in the third. It's a 14-point lead, tied for the biggest of the game by Topeka West. Into the front court in the hands of Sincere Austin, the sophomore point guard. Season high 10 points already in this contest. Gives to Marky Wilkerson. Back to Austin on the right block, now back to Wilkerson. 1 out of 3, never really had a window for it, so he'll reset things at the top instead. Now he'll try driving inside, cradles the ball, gets to the basket, off the window and good. Marky Wilkerson getting to the hole, and now it's a 16-point lead, extending the biggest of the game for the Chargers. 4:50 to go in the third. Kobaczewski left wing dumps it off for Stahlbomber. Has the ball poked away, gets it back, tries to put up one, softly to the rim, no good, and it's rebounded long by Topeka West. Chargers out to run again. Up ahead to Austin to the left block, and he'll back things off when he gets cut off by Hyman. Trey Alexander now at the top, checked by Aaron Davis. Alexander will dribble between legs, back things up to the volleyball line, get a full head of steam, and kick to the left. Austin to Xander Putoff. Sharpshooter, the transfer from Shawnee Heights, dumps it off for Austin. Sophomore guard tries driving, but gets blocked as he goes into the lane, and will have to pass it off to Elijah Brooks. He'll drive, and his shot is rejected outside. Great job by Ty Henry, getting up and swatting the ball over the baseline. It will stay with Topeka West. 4:15 to go in the third quarter. 16-point advantage for the Chargers. Passed into Trey Alexander. Spins inside to the left. Goes to the rim, and he's fouled. Shot is no good. But Alexander will head back to the stripe. 4:11 to go in the third. Alexander 4 for 4 already at the free throw line. 69% from there for the season. Bounces the ball a few times, puts the ball up. This time too strong. Announcer jinx that time as he puts the ball off the back of the iron. Stays a 16-point contest as Dagan Brewer heads in for Seaman. He will replace Aaron Davis as Alexander gets ready for number 2. 8 points today, averages 20 per game on the season. Second free throw, this time high arcing shot. This one swishes through. So make it 9 points for Alexander, 46-29, a 17-point advantage. Austin will get a breather for West. Xavier Alexander will replace him. As Ty Henry has the ball on the left wing, has to back up with the dribble, picks it up, and now has to pass with Alexander all over him. Finds Mateo Hyman, left wing, now to the top, and Henry. Henry back to the free throw line, extended left, and Hyman gets an open look from 3. He wants to take this one, rims all the way around the iron, and falls through. Mateo Hyman knocks down the three-pointer. 46-32. Quickly, Topeka West down the other way, misses its first shot. That's almost a turnover. Seaman with the rebound, going the other way, trailing by 14. Now Ty Henry with an open look for 3. Bullseye from the left wing. Ty Henry, 5 points in the period. 46-35, and just like that, an 11-point contest. Xander Putoff drives and gets fouled on the sideline. More specifically, we'll call it the left baseline. 3:29 to go in the third. Once again, a fast and furious pace. Vin Diesel style in the third quarter. 46-35. Xander Putoff inbounds quick to Elijah Brooks. A phenomenal play off the inbound from the stoppage, Brooks is able to finish off the window. 48-35, 3:19 left in the period. Kaysen Stahlbomber has the ball with a guy right on top of him from his own team in the right corner. Dribbles out to the top and finds Ty Henry. Seaman down by 13 and get within 10 here. They find Stahlbomber at the free throw line. Back to Henry. Wanted the 3. Will pull it down and pass to Kobachevsky to his left instead. Skip pass to the right. Hyman feeling himself. Long 3. This one just bounces out halfway down and out. Rebound by Topeka West. Under 3 to go in the third now. Up ahead to Xander Putoff. Left corner. He'll stop and go to Elijah Brooks. Brooks starts left, fakes right, and will pass it off to Xavier Alexander. Back to Putoff. Putoff nearly loses the handle on the ball, but will shovel it off to Marky Wilkerson. He's got good handles as he drives inside to left, to right, back to the left, and he finishes off the glass and good. Nifty play by Marky Wilkerson. 50-35 now. 15-point advantage for Topeka West. Kobachevsky with it. Wants to pass left. Can't get it over the head of Elijah Brooks. Passes inside to Stahlbomber, who finds Henry. Henry, short corner left to Stahlbomber, puts up the long 2. This one too strong. Hits the backside of the rim, no good. Rebound and a sprint out by Topeka West. Marky Wilkerson with the lob and the jam by Elijah Brooks. High flying show from Topeka West. They extend the lead to 52-35. And we've got a whistle and a foul and a stoppage on the floor. What a play with the lob. Driving up the court, Wilkerson, the feed to Brooks for the hammer home with 2 hands. 2:01 left in the third. Micah Kobachevsky inbounds to Mateo Hyman. Seaman with the ball, moving right to left, trailing by 17. Tied for the biggest deficit of the contest. Hyman is able to find Ty Henry. Isolated, back off the left wing. He'll center the ball past Kobachevsky off to the right. Now back to Henry, and the ball stolen away. It's Brooks this time, one-on-one, down the court, flying to the basket. Isn't able to dunk it this time, but he's able to softly fly to the rim and lay the ball in. 8-point quarter for Elijah Brooks. Down to 90 seconds left in the third. Ty Henry thinks about a 3, decides not to take it as he's closed out on by Sincere Austin. Passes inside to Mateo Hyman. Hyman, one dribble to his left, gets stopped, passes back to Dagan Brewer at the free throw line, tries driving, and he took too many steps as he executed said drive, and that's a turnover. Minute 15 left in the period. After that last bucket by Brooks, it is 54-35, a 19-point lead for Topeka West. The Chargers match up well offensively against this Seaman defense. Xander Putoff with it, lobs the ball inside. He wanted to go to the right block in Alexander, and he airmailed it. 62 seconds now showing on the clock in the quarter. Julian Marins heads into the game, and Putoff will sub out. Seaman with the ball. Uphill climb from here, down by 19. Inbounded to Mateo Hyman. Hyman will bring it across the divider from right to left as you listen. Ty Henry controlling it. Launches a pass, skipping from left to right to Micah Kobachevsky. Now back to Henry. Right-hand dribble to the top. Zone defense look from Topeka West. Mateo Hyman now controlling the basketball. 45 seconds on the clock. Skips to the left, now into the left corner. Ty Henry's got it. And he is traveling. A very delayed call by the official on the sideline. It's a travel on Henry. Kind of got caught in the air trying to hop, dribble, pass all at once, and he ends up just putting 2 feet on the ground. That's a travel. So Topeka West will set things up down to nearly 30 seconds left, and now we hit the 30-second mark in the third quarter. 19-point advantage for the Chargers. Down to 23 seconds and counting. Trey Alexander controlling the ball, slowing things down, finds Marky Wilkerson. Chargers taking the air out of the ball with 15 seconds to go in the third. Wilkerson passes to his right and Elijah Brooks. Now Seaman trying to force the issue down to 8 seconds showing. Wilkerson has it. Dumps it to Alexander, top of the circle. Stops. Hooks a pass underneath for Brooks. Has it poked away. 2 seconds left. Brooks at the horn. Bounces it off the back of the rim and no good. And that is how the third quarter comes to a close. 54-35, Topeka West with the lead over Seaman. Fourth quarter after this on the Invista Credit Union 580 Preps Game of the Week on 580 WIBW.
Morris and Dickinson Counties Land Auction Tuesday morning, February 9th, 10 o'clock, Community Center, Hope, Kansas, FarmersNational.com, Fred Olson, agent, 620-285-9131. 450 acres sell in 4 tracts. Tract 1, 145 acres, Western Morris County crop and hayland. Tract 2, 77 acres, Western Morris County pasture. Tract 3, 79 acres, Western Morris County cropland. Tract 4, 149 acres, Eastern Dickinson County cropland. Land auction, February 9th, Hope, Kansas, FarmersNational.com, Fred Olson, agent, 620-285-9131.
Capital Federal has expanded its services to be business ready. We want to be a partner who is founded in experience and based on trust. Business ready with dedicated support, knowledge of your business, competitive and flexible terms, and a full suite of business services. CapFed has been here for over 125 years and will be here. Business ready when you're ready for that personal relationship with a community.
9 seconds.
CapFed.com/business ready for more information about how CapFed is ready to help your business move forward. Capital Federal, equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Back for the fourth quarter on the Invista Credit Union 580 Preps Game of the Week. Brendan Dworzinski with you at Viking Gymnasium. The Seaman Vikings start the fourth with the ball, trailing Topeka West 54-35. Mateo Hyman with a quick trigger 3 from the parking lot, and he knocks it down. Mateo Hyman with his second three-pointer of the contest. 54-38, just his third three-point make of the season. Trey Alexander has a shot that might have been partially blocked, and indeed, it seems to be the ruling is that it was not blocked. Wow, looked like the first signal from underneath the basket was going to be a touch by the defense for Seaman, so a quick one and done after the miss by Alexander. 20 seconds gone in the fourth quarter, 16-point lead for Topeka West, but Seaman with the ball. Micah Kobachevsky ball above his head to Hyman at the top of the circle. Hyman wants to launch another 3, high arcing, and swish! From way off the top of the key, Mateo Hyman, 19 points today, 7:20 to go. It's a 13-point contest. 54-41, Elijah Brooks on the drive, switches from the left-hand dribble to the right-hand floater, gets it to bounce off the rim and through. Elijah Brooks, 16 points to lead the Chargers tonight, 56-41. Passing around, Micah Kobachevsky deep off the right wing, puts up a 3. It just falls off the back of the iron, no good. Offensive rebound back to Hyman. This time he misses the 3, but a weak side rebound hauled in by Henry. Now Hyman from the left corner for 3. Off the rim, and it's rebounded by West, and we've got a foul on the floor after Marky Wilkerson hauled in the rebound. Kobachevsky is the one who is whistled that time for the infraction. That's the 4th team foul against Seaman. And it is the second personal on Kobachevsky. He'll head to the bench, as will Brody Gormley, who is only in momentarily. Aaron Davis is in, and we've got a timeout called by Topeka West. 6:49 to go in this one, a 15-point lead for Topeka West over Seaman. It's a 30-second timeout called by Rick Bloomquist, so we will keep it right here. Berkshire Hathaway, sell your home today with Berkshire Hathaway Home Services First Realtors in Topeka, sponsoring sports coverage on 580 WIBW. Topeka West, scoring-wise in this one, led by 16 points so far for Elijah Brooks, including 8 all in the third quarter. But it has been evenly distributed scoring for the Chargers in this one. How about 5 players who have at least 9 points? Xander Putoff, Trey Alexander, Marky Wilkerson. They've all got exactly 9. Mentioned the 16 for Elijah Brooks and 10, a new high this season for Sincere Austin. It's Austin, Brooks, Trey Alexander, Marky Wilkerson, and Xander Putoff all on the floor right now. All those 5 top scorers for the Chargers. With 6:49 to play, Seaman comes out with Henry, Hyman, Davis, Brewer, and Stahlbomber. Top of the key in the hands of Elijah Brooks. Dumps it off for Trey Alexander, and we've got a travel called against the Chargers. Remains a 15-point game. Brady Stewie heads in. Dagan Brewer out after the turnover by West. Stewie will inbound, finds Mateo Hyman, who leads all scorers with 19 points tonight. Launches the pass to his left and Ty Henry. Minute and a half gone in the fourth. Seaman trailing by 15, has to find some points and quickly. Stewie finds Henry into the left corner. Mateo Hyman drive and a foul on the drive. Hyman sweeping along the left baseline is bumped and fouled by Marky Wilkerson. That's just the second team foul against Topeka West. For Wilkerson, his third. That's pretty darn good considering he had 2 in the first quarter. Inbounded to Mateo Hyman. Just inside the left corner, he'll dump it off for Ty Henry as the clock continues to wind. Henry now back to Hyman. Hyman will launch the 3 off to the right side. No good, but a long rebound. Hauled in by Seaman. The putback attempt is missed from the mid-range by Stewie. Rebound by Topeka West. Putoff has it into the front court. Gives to Trey Alexander. Alexander drive. All extra ball movement around the horn. They find Elijah Brooks, who drives to the basket, and he's able to get to the hole for 2 with a chance at one more. What a tremendous game for Elijah Brooks. 58-41. 5:59 to go, just past the 6-minute mark. As Brooks puts up the free throw, a slight side spin on the ball, and it works. He's now tied for the game high with 19 points. 59-41. Topeka West with the lead. Seaman into the front court, moving right to left, and a quick turnover stolen away by Topeka West. Seaman all out of sorts right now, trailing by 18. Right wing drive inside. Marky Wilkerson, stutter step from left to right, goes to the basket, misses the shot. It's hauled in on the weak side by Seaman. Ty Henry cleaned the glass that time, and he'll lead the break across the timeline. Stops at the top of the key, dumps for Aaron Davis. Davis, floater with the right hand, too strong off the rim. Quick one and done. West with the ball. Trey Alexander dribbling through defenders. Off his own foot with a loose ball. Picks it up. Kicks right corner. 3 for Putoff. Bullseye! Xander Putoff, his 4th made three-pointer of the contest. 62-41, 21 points, the biggest margin of the game for Topeka West. 5:12 to go. Brady Stewie, ball above his head, dumps it for Aaron Davis. Quick touch pass, short corner right, and Stahlbomber. He backs things up. He'll launch a 3 as he's left all the way alone, and he'll knock one down from deep. Kaysen Stahlbomber, his first 3 points of the night. And we've got a whistle and a stoppage on the floor after the 3-point make, and it's a violation by Topeka West on the inbound. With exactly 5 minutes to play, 18-point game, 62-44. A step over the baseline on the inbound. A mistake that time by the Chargers, so Seaman will get the ball right back after the big three-pointer and immediately a travel. That's Aaron Davis that time with the penalty. So just 2 seconds off the clock on that possession. Ball going back and forth, back and forth. Now Topeka West will maintain it, leading 62-44. For the season, Topeka West averaging just a hair under 70 points per game. Might be able to reach that again tonight. Trey Alexander drive and a foul as he takes 1 step inside the 3-point arc. Both teams getting a little sloppy with the ball protection now. 4:44 to go in the fourth. 18-point lead. Seaman's got 44 points. Unfortunately for their sake, Topeka West has 62. Chargers have played a phenomenal game. Now Seaman trying to fight back on offense. Mateo Hyman wants the long 3. He'll drive, kick it off to the left instead, and Henry. Back to the top, Brady Stewie. He launches the 3-pointer off the back heel of the rim, but it's rebounded offensively by Seaman and Aaron Davis, who's able to finish his first 2 points of the game. 62-46. Topeka West drives the other way as fast as almost humanly possible. Marky Wilkerson to the basket. Has the ball poked away. It will stay with the Chargers. 4:20 to go. Stanchion to the right of Wilkerson, the trigger man. Bounces it underneath. And another great play off the stoppage A cut underneath by Xander Putoff. His first 2 points of the game, they don't come on three-pointers. He lays it in from the left side of the window. 4:10 to play, 64-46, West with the lead. Ty Henry at the top of the key, passes right, Mateo Hyman. Hyman shuffles to his right, bounces underneath for Davis. Davis back to Ty Henry, takes a step inside the arc, puts up the long two off the front of the iron, and the rebound tipped out, picked up by Xander Putoff, and he's tied up near the far sideline. In fact, it's not just a tie-up, it's a foul on Brady Stewie. 3:53 to go in this one, 64-46. Topeka West with the lead. Stewie heads to the bench. And McLean Finley is into the game for the first time. Into the front court, Topeka West maintaining the ball, down to 3:45 and counting. Chargers with a win will improve to 10-2. Pass underneath, Elijah Brooks, just inside the right block, is able to finish with the ball falling after what seemed like an eternity. Elijah Brooks, 21 points tonight. 66-46. Quick three, Mateo Hyman the other way, and he is on fire from deep tonight. 3 threes all in the fourth. Alone in the fourth, I should say. 66-49, still a 17-point advantage for Topeka West. Top of the circle, Trey Alexander. His turn for a three. This one hits the rim short, rebounded by Seaman and Ty Henry. Hyman, right-hand dribble, switches to left, back to right as he crosses the divider, gets to the top of the circle. Plenty of space between him and the arc. Pitches the pass to Finley. 2:55 to play in a 17-point game. Seaman trailing, needing a miracle here. Into the left corner. Kaysen Stahlbomber wanted the three, but a good closeout by Wilkerson forces Stahlbomber to dribble to the right instead. Passes to Hyman. Hyman, drive and pitch into the right corner. Three-pointer up. It's no good, and it wouldn't have mattered anyway because McLean Finley committed a travel, at least according to the far side official. Craig Cox and McLean Finley don't seem particularly pleased by that whistle, but it benefits Topeka West with 2:41 to play. Substitution in for the Chargers. William Peterson in for the first time. Aaron Lira as well checking in. Xander Putoff off to the bench, as is Sincere Austin. 2.5 minutes and counting. Topeka West with the ball. Chargers inside. Marky Wilkerson flies to the basket, gets the hoop, gets the harm, has a chance at another three-point play for West. What a tremendous play. Marky Wilkerson, he's into double figures with 11. 68-49. Wilkerson on the season from the stripe, 57%. Puts up this one. It's a line drive, hits the front of the iron, missed. 19-point lead. Seaman with the ball, trailing by that many. Crossing the midcourt stripe. Mateo Hyman shoots it underneath. Kaysen Stahlbomber left all alone on the right block, and he's able to finish easily. 5 points for him, all coming in this final period. 68-51 now. Chargers with the advantage. Approaching 2 minutes to go. Trey Alexander on the drive. Hooks a pass underneath. Finds a man wide open, but the miss by William Peterson off the side of the rim. Rebound fought for. Scrum for it along the baseline, and it's last touched by Ty Henry of Seaman. Elliot Cooper will check into the game for Topeka West. His 5th game of the season. And now we've got a stoppage. He will come back out. And now back into the game. He will get Elijah Brooks. Might be done for the night. 21 points for Elijah Brooks. Had just 3 on Tuesday against Junction City in just 7 minutes of action. But he is back with a vengeance tonight. Seaman into the front court from right to left. Mateo Hyman has it. Just off center to the right. Now into the right corner. 2 passes later. Short right corner. Long 2 is up and knocked down by Kaysen Stahlbomber, who is burying shots all over the court in this fourth quarter. Quickly, Cooper gets the ball right block for Topeka West. His shot rejected by Stahlbomber, but the putback is good by Wilkerson. 13 points for Marky Wilkerson. 90 seconds to play in this one. 70-53. Quickly, the other way, Ty Henry puts up a 3 for Seaman. 2 strong, long rebound maintained by the Vikes. Now to the right corner, 3 up by Finley. Misses off the front of the iron. No good, and a foul after the rebound. Trey Alexander trying to clear it out, and he's hit by Stahlbomber. Seaman now with 8 team fouls. That's the 4th on Stahlbomber. Minute 16 to go as Alexander heads to the line for a 1-and-1. 5 of 6 from the stripe tonight. First one up by Trey Alexander, and this one falls through without touching the rim. 10 points for Trey Alexander, averaging 20 per game on the season, although just under 15 over the last 4 games. Second free throw attempt, this time by Alexander. It rims out, no good. But a long rebound maintained by Topeka West. Chargers keep it, but ball passed underneath is taken away by Seaman. Vikes trailing by 18 into the front court. Mateo Hyman falling down, nearly losing it. Tries passing to Ty Henry, but the ball will squirt away along the far sideline out of bounds. Trey Alexander now will get a spell. Also likely his last action of the night. Justice Lowry back into the game. Julian Marins is in. Aaron Lira to run the point for the Chargers. Flips it up ahead to Marins. Ball is poked away, but it's poked away because of a foul on Aaron Davis with 57 seconds left. 4th foul on Davis, the 9th on the Vikes. Micah Kobachevsky will check back in at the next whistle for Seaman, and they'll actually just let him come in now. Kobachevsky will replace Aaron Davis, who just committed the foul there, his 4th. As Marins heads to the line. Bounces the ball a few times, spins it once for good measure as well, puts up the free throw. This one rattles out. Marins now 2 of 4 from the stripe on the year. Clock ticking away as Seaman goes from right to left across the divider. Mateo Hyman controlling the dribble, switches from right to left, drive inside, soft touch with the right, but he just misses it off the side of the rim. 43 seconds now. West trying to push the tempo and a steal in transition by Seaman's defense. Once again, some sloppy play here by both teams as the clock continues to wind. We're down to 35 seconds. Ty Henry, drive, penetrate and pitch into the right corner, looking for Hyman. Hyman saves it, but not in time. He put a foot on the baseline. That's a turnover. And Topeka West will get it back. 29 seconds on the clock. Seaman pressuring in the full court. Aaron Lira triggers in, looking, finds Julian Marins in the corner. He passes up ahead to William Peterson. Peterson across the midcourt stripe with the left hand. He'll race all the way into the corner, or he'll get cut off there, picks up the dribble, has his pass to the middle, tipped away. And now Topeka West, instead of trying to add on more points, will just pass the ball around, and Seaman is content to let the Chargers finish this one off. Topeka West will improve to 10-2 on the year with its 4th straight victory. The Seaman Vikings, that is 2 losses in a row now to Manhattan last night and Topeka West tonight. The Vikes fall to 5-7 on the year with a 71-53 victory tonight by the Topeka West Chargers. An impressive offensive showing by Topeka West this evening. Biggest scoring quarter was the 4th for Seaman, put 18 points on the board, but it is not enough because of a phenomenal scoring effort by the Chargers in this one. 21 points from Elijah Brooks, add in another 14 from Xander Putoff, 13 from Marky Wilkerson, and Topeka West picks up the win and is in double-digit wins this season. They went 14-8 a year ago, already 10-2, 7-1 in the Centennial League this season. That will do it for regulation here on 580 WIBW. We'll take a timeout in 2 minutes, and we'll come back with the post-game show. We'll get you the individual scores. We'll check some scores from around the area and around the city tonight. Plus, we'll get you ready for our coverage coming up next week, and we'll also name our player of the game. That's all coming up next. You are listening to now post-game coverage on the Invista Credit Union 580 Preps Game of the Week. Topeka West beats Seaman on 580 WIBW.
At Skinny Sports Bar, your food is fast, delicious, and friendly. Monday through Friday from 11 a.m. to 2 p.m., dine in at Skinny's for a cheeseburger and fries for just $5.49.